gamers. Today we are looking at the Hot Toys Heavy Infantry Mandalorian and the Black Series of the same name. Now, we do know him by another name, which is Paz Vizsla, but for some reason, he's known as Heavy Infantry Mandalorian on everything. But that's fine, because bloody hell, he looks amazing. I cannot wait to get this open. Now, I've owned the Black Series one since it came out around the time of Season 1. But this Hot Toys one appealed to me from the very start. I went back and forth on it, and I'm so thankful I got it before it sold out. Now, the box art on this looks really nice. As per usual, it's the same standard Hot Toys box. I mean, you know what you're going to get at this point. If I can get it open. For some reason, this box doesn't want to budge, which is ever so slightly annoying. It's very annoying. Oh, finally. Okay, so now for the art within, which, as per usual, looks spectacular. Oh, and there it is. I mean, I can see it well, but you can't because of the plastic. But this thing is huge, and bloody hell does it look great. I just need to rip this plastic off and get to it as quickly as possible. Now, this is the vibroblade. We have the different hands, and then the thrusters as well. Oh, and look at that. The colors are so vibrant. This guy's huge. He's extremely hefty, but bloody hell, the detail on him is incredible. I mean, I love my Black Series figure, but bloody hell, this rifle in particular, it looks like it is metal, and it is not. It is definitely plastic, but it is so freaking great. Bloody freaking hell. Okay, now we gotta get him out. I mean, do you hear the chorus of angels singing in the background, or is that just me? Oh, that's just me. Oh, that's odd. I love that the right leg and the left leg are in fact different. It does add a lot of dimension to the character. Now here's the display base, which is quite flat. This is definitely not my favorite base. Now this thing is actually really light. I did not expect this jetpack to be so light. And I've heard horror stories of trying to get these types of jetpacks on, but it does look easier than the Boba Fett one where you have to like clip everything on. But oh, look at that paint job. I loved all the different colors because everything is just so vibrant. It really pops off the figure and makes you really want to look at every single aspect of it. It's not in any way boring to look at. And there's that Mythosaur emblem. Oh, that's just the piece de resistance. And the boots look awesome. I mean, at this point, you could probably tell that I really do enjoy a really well detailed boot. Because it's one of those little details that doesn't need to be there, but it just shows the craftsmanship and care that went into this. And the flamethrower has such a nice paint job on it. Now, there are no flame effects that come with this, but it still looks fantastic. Although, flame effects would have been nice. And in direct sunlight, he looks amazing. You can really take this guy outside and do some amazing photos. Which, one day we will get around to doing a video of that, but yeah, one day. And again, I'm just surprised by how light this jetpack is. I really expected it to be heavier. And this gun is amazing. Now I don't even know what to call it, like the belt that goes from the weapon to the backpack. It does have a wire running through it, so you can really pose that in any way you want. And the strap can go around his arm. I mean, obviously. I probably will just forego that so I don't end up putting too much pressure on it. but it looks really, really well done. And this clips on surprisingly easily. Now, this knife. The handle looks awesome. If it will focus. There we go. So the handle looks really great. It's really well detailed. It has just a little bit different paint to show that it's been through some stuff. But the blade itself is just a drab gray. There's nothing there. Now to try to get the hand on. This is going to be very interesting to try to actually pose since this rifle is so massive. Okay, gauntlet's back on. Now let's hope we can actually get the hand on, which I attached to the end of the rifle. And that part does move that the hand is attached to, so this is actually a very, very difficult thing to do. And there actually is less detail on that little silver portion than what's on the box art. So the prototype to final product are slightly different. I mean, is it slightly disappointing there's less detail? Yes, but this figure still looks so good. That's by no means a reason not to get it. And the struggle is very, very real. This may be one of the hardest hands to get attached. Okay, got it, but it's so heavy that it's making the hand want to come off. Oh, I'm glad this isn't die-cast metal. That would have been horrid. Okay, so I'm just plugging it right into the back, and it's... there we go. Yeah, it poses really well. I have absolutely no complaints with this. Now to try to get the arm over here. This will be interesting. Okay, finally we got the weapon on, and he's looking fantastic. I had no clue what to do with the bloody strap, but he still looks fantastic. And there he is right next to his box, looking even more vibrant and amazing. Now here we have the Black Series Mandalorian in Beskar armor and the Heavy Infantry Mandalorian. Now you can tell the colors are different between the Black Series and Hot Toys version, and if you collect Black Series, you probably have this Beskar Mandalorian, so this is probably the best way to kind of just show you the scale of this figure. Because again, he's bloody massive. Now the blues are definitely very different. The Black Series is kind of a more shiny, deeper blue, but I do prefer the Hot Toys paint job. The more dull armor look actually suits this character really well. And then of course I like having the cloth in the back and all the other fine details. But this is one of the cases where the Black Series actually did a great job on the rifle. They actually at least took the time to add the blue paint in, a bunch of different silver, and so it at least has detail to it. Again, unlike the Death Trooper, nothing on the boots. The jetpack looks pretty good. It's actually really easy to move the belt cable as well. It just pegs right in, super easy. And you can see that Mythosaur emblem really well. It's sometimes kind of hard to see on the Hot Toys version at certain angles, but it's really easy on the Black Series version. Now the weapon itself, the barrels are together on the Black Series version instead of separate as they are on the Hot Toys incarnation, but that's also due to the fact that they are so thin that would increase the likelihood of them breaking, so I actually am thankful for that. But this one definitely can have them separate, and they look bloody awesome. And they do have the holes through them, so they are accurate to the show, and they look just amazing. And I love the dry brushing texture that adds so much to that belt. Again, just everything on this Mandalorian is meticulously detailed. So much different battle damage and scratches. It makes it feel as if it was ripped straight out of the series and right onto your coffee table. Or random other things. So here is one of the gauntlets with the different detail on it. Okay, so here is the fire effect for thrusters. And now one of the great things about this is that by attaching this, if you are good at Photoshop in any way, you can definitely use it for an inner and outer glow, and you already kind of have the shape you need for the thrusters, and you can really bring it to life using a couple different effects in Photoshop really easily. So that is one of the pluses. Yeah, maybe they look really, really nice. They're really well detailed. Maybe they're not the most amazing looking things, like you can definitely tell they're not fire, but you can but they're a good basis for your editing later on. Now let's take a closer look at the front of the Black Series. Now it does not have the detail on the flamethrower that the Hot Toys version has, but it still looks good. Now interestingly enough, the wire hooks up directly from the flamethrower to the jetpack. In the Hot Toys version, it goes underneath the sleeve. Now again, so here's that gauntlet, and there it is on the Black Series version, which both of them actually look really good. This is one of the better detailed Black Series figures, which is really interesting since it was a Best Buy exclusive. This wasn't even a wide release figure. They really just actually took time and made a really great looking figure. It overall is really well detailed, especially for Black Series and especially for a lot of pieces that are custom. I mean, this is a completely new build. None of this is seen in other figures. And it's not like we're going to get this rifle again anytime soon. So they really spent a lot of time to make this figure worthwhile, which I really do appreciate. Now, this is another Best Buy exclusive from the Credit Collection that's more based on artwork. I did not purchase this one because, as you can tell, the color palette is pretty similar to the actual release. So I just, didn't bother. And now here this thing is in flight, which I will not be displaying it like this for just my paranoia, but it looks awesome. I mean, you can really pose this thing however you want, and it's going to look spectacular. Now I am using the flight stand to get a little bit of support so he doesn't topple over, since that would be, again, most unfortunate. And I love the way this looks. This may be my favorite figure I've gotten from Hot Toys. It's just absolutely spectacular to behold. And now here he is next to the original Durasteel Mandalorian. And they look fantastic together. I do have them displayed together because, frankly, they just make a freaking awesome pair. Now, this is not as many poses as we usually do, but I ran out of time because I needed to make sure that you all could see this for May the 4th be with you. And now, thank you so much for tuning in for another episode of Tipsy Gamers. Next time, we're going to be taking a look at Commander Cody and kind of figuring out what the Clone Trooper line from Hot Toys is going to look like, and if it's as good as we would hope it is. So go ahead and leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, because we have a lot of upcoming series that we're really excited for, and a lot more games to play. So thank you and have a wonderful rest of your day.